Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation. This is Insurmountable, the mountain climbing survival strategy roguelike. We checked this out like a year ago. I adored it. Genuinely one of my favorite roguelikes of last year. So I am very excited to be checking it out again because there's a new update. The 2.0 update should be coming out today here. We're going to be playing it. I have access to it a little bit early, so hopefully it comes out today as planned. But we're going to go through it as if we haven't played before because guess what? It's been a year and I have the memory of a goldfish. Let's go! Normal? Sounds good. But yeah, I'm incredibly excited. They've retooled how runs apparently even work from the ground up. So I'm just jazzed. It kind of inspired me to seek a different type of roguelike, genuinely. Because it's just it was a very relaxing experience, very strategic about planning out your course up and, you know, managing your resources so you make it to the top. But alas, here we are. In order to successfully complete a mountain, you have to make sure to navigate your character along the tiles to the marked goal. Time will not pass, and your stats will not change until your character moves. Left-click a valid tile to add a checkpoint to which the character should move. You can add more checkpoints by clicking on other valid tiles. Click on the final checkpoint again to start moving. Right-click to stop the character and remove the final checkpoint. Alternatively, you can press the move button to move or stop your character. You can also use the speed button to make your character walk faster. This does not impact your stats in the game. All right. Okay. You cast your gaze over the enormous mountain landscape. You've traveled across the globe seeking out adventure. But this island is not like nothing you've ever seen before. As far as you can tell, it is largely unexplored. The only information you could find were a few rumors about an unknown occupying force. On the way here, you stumble across abandoned property and lost places. You wonder what happened here, what secrets the island is keeping. Then you shake your head. It might be nice to have some answers, but your goal is clear. Reach the summit. That is why you're here. That is what drives you. All right, here we go. And there we go. We have one goal. Make it to the summit, baby. We got to get literally from here to there. And it's as simple as clicking the tile, right? The funny thing is, I do believe, like, if we click right, yeah, see, look. I could literally just send this. I could send it. We could go. We could climb the mountain. It would be a disaster, as you can see. But technically, we could. So, anyway, we have a whole bunch of different stats that we have to manage here. You know, you have equipment. You have perks. A whole bunch of stuff that can make it easier. Things that can happen to you to make it harder, obviously. It's not just as simple as that. So, you see, we can move a little bit of a tile here. Things that glow in red here, we're going to be negatively impacted. We're going to slowly be losing our sanity as we move forward here. But as we try and do things like maybe climb, you know, we're going to lose a little bit more energy. We have a temperature bar as we get closer to the summit. You know, maybe there will be a blizzard. Maybe, you know, we'll be entering a colder area. And then also oxygen. The higher up we go, like as we reach a certain point, our oxygen is going to start draining, and it's going to drain fast. But there's also all kinds of events like this throughout the world that we are going to use to, you know, hopefully gather supplies, things that'll make things easier. Hold the R key and move the mouse to look around. Move the mouse to hold it. Yeah, got you there. Well, hello. A gust of wind catches you, and you almost fall into a deep fissure. You flail wildly with your arms, trying to keep your balance. Suddenly, someone grabs your wrist and pulls you back from the edge. That was close. Just a second later, and you would have fallen to your death. You sternly tell yourself that you really have to pay more attention. No need to press your luck when there is danger at every turn. Your knees still weak, you take a look at your rescuer. She's a young woman with a threadbare anorak. There is a green stone fastened around her neck with a leather strap. Fascinated, you stare at the hand-carved charm. Its soft glow is almost hypnotizing. The stranger coughs and, without saying a word, holds out some provisions for you to take. Oh, let's go. You want to give her something in return, so you search through your pack. You finally had something to look up, but the strange woman is gone. A bizarre meeting, but you can't help but be grateful for her help. So, hey, we got an oxygen bottle. Okay, so we do have our little inventory here. Go through it here. I guess you can access your inventory by pressing the button shown on the screen or use the corresponding hotkey. You can only access your inventory when your character is standing still. Certain items are consumed when they're used, and others can be equipped to your character and remain active while equipped. So we can actually like put on equipment, Diablo style. Right-click items with the mouse to use them. Click and hold to drag and drop. Yeah. Some items can be used multiple times, as indicated by the usage bar on the bottom, like the 3 little glowing pips there. If an item cannot currently be used, it's displayed in a darker color. You can view more information about an item by hovering your mouse over the item. Yeah, that stuff all makes sense. But you see here, we got these 3 things. We have like a climbing rope. We can click it. So for 3 hours, 3 in-game hours, not real hours, we will have a reduced energy cost on all terrain. We have the tent, which is going to be very important to recover like sanity and energy. But we'll have to keep in mind what we have, what we need, where we're going. Oh boy. If we just need to reach the summit, what would happen if we literally do just go up to this special event thing right there? Honestly, we don't lose that much. I'll tell you what, let's go here. Here's the thing though, as soon as we get up there, I think we're gonna have to just come right back down. Okay. What's the tab for the backpack? I'll tell you what. I always have a terrible case of too good to use syndrome. So let's go ahead and just use that right now so we know for a fact we use it. Because otherwise I don't think I will. And then we can just get back down. I think it should help us with climbing back down as well. As you approach the skeletal tree, you discover countless red ribbons with golden lettering tied to its spindly branches. Unfortunately, you can't decipher the writing. You don't know why, but for some reason, you find the spot very moving. You make a wish for... at this point, I guess I'll take energy to recover everything I just used. Okay. So what's that down there? Hold on. The heck? There's a social thing. There's a cave. Caves are often pretty good for resting. Because you don't really want to rest just like... I could rest right here. And it would not be very good. You can see, like, we would lose body temp. We would lose sanity if we just slept right here on the cold, hard ground. We could use one of the charges of our tents. But we can also, you know, it does help us regenerate energy and also pass time. Sometimes that's an important thing. If there's, like, a bad weather effect, maybe we'll want to pass time. Okay, this ends in 1.2 hours. Oh boy. No, it just wears off right then. Okay, we could have used another one. Rip. It's fine. Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it. But sometimes you got to chance some of these events because you don't know if it's worth it. You don't know. All right, what do we have here? There's the cave. There's the talking heads. I imagine it's just... I think it's just like a social. I think that's just what it means. Like a social event. Down we'll go. Unless... Stop here. Here's my concern. I go down here. I use up this... I use my item. I use up the energy. This is an event that passes time. That's my concern. So I'm going to say no. We can always rest. We can always rest. Get our energy back. There's a cave right there. A local man sitting up against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle. His face contorted with pain. He says something to you, but you don't understand a word. Take the oxygen bottle. I don't think I need one. Find out what's wrong. Ugh. Take... What is it? 6 hours? Is that 6 hours? Oh, God. 6 hours? 33 energy. All of that for a little bit of sanity? I'll take the oxygen bottle. You stow away the oxygen bottle, nod your goodbye. The stranger raises his voice. You're already out of earshot. Yeah. I'm sure that's what we needed. But anyway, we got a little bit of experience. I guess that's the thing. We might have gotten a lot of experience, which is the way that you're going to get perks, more or less. Okay, we'll go up here. This doesn't take too much to climb. Different terrain takes different, like, kind of penalties. Some is more dangerous. Some just takes longer to travel over. Some just takes more energy. Enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. I'll lie down and sleep. So here you can see we can take a little rest. We don't need to sleep particularly long here, but you can see we don't have to use a tent, but we don't have the negative penalties. So I'll just do a brief sleep while we're here. I don't need to sleep long because we got a limited amount of time. The longer the time, the more like different resources might start to wear out. I'd say it is probably going to be a good time to use this. Obviously, like, I hope there's not going to be a better time later, but hey, I'll just do my best, man. Sleeping is a good way to restore energy. There are 3 ways you can do this. You can look for the cave symbol on the map, make camp there. You can also use a tent from your inventory. You can also sleep without a tent. This has a negative effect on your stats. Should only be a last resort. Yes. All right, we're taking the big climbs right now while we have the low risk on it. All right, let's go for the treasure. Well, this will probably wear off by then, I'm assuming. It will, but it also doesn't look like it takes very much energy. For some reason, it takes a little bit, but hey, this is a treasure chest. It can't be bad, right? As you lean against the rock face, you notice a hollow behind a huge boulder. Someone has left some provisions there. Use a branch, push the boulder aside. Oh, God. That's a lot of energy, but... is a branch going to work? Is a branch going to work? Look for a sturdy branch, uses a lever. The boulder falls to one side with a dull crash, allowing you to reach the provisions. I do know that some of these are down to hidden dice rolls, so, like, there's a chance that if we use the branch, it just wasn't going to work, but we don't have to use the energy. So, oh my God, look at that. Look at the timing. We get that son of a gun. Level up. All right, what do we want to go for? Increase your oxygen gain per hour and increase your max oxygen. That's not going to be relevant until we get closer to the summit. Whenever you reach a point of interest, gain some sanity. Ooh. Reduced energy cost. Well, oh wait, is this an active? Oh, these are both limited time effects. This is only active for 24 hours. This is only active for 48. This is active forever. Until the end of the mission. Oh, this is tricky. Here's the thing. I don't have any ways to regain sanity. So we'll do that. I know it's a limited effect. We don't have any ways to regain sanity right now. Oh my God, what the heck? That was not what I was thinking. Okay. Terrain types. There's 3 different terrain types: rock, snow, and ice. Each type consists of a basic standard terrain and additional subterrain. Cost of moving on any type of terrain depends on your character's equipment and skills. Subterrains can involve additional costs or may trigger perilous events. So yeah, there is the rock, rubble, and the grass. Rubble has dangerous events on it. Rock is standard, nothing special. Grass is standard, nothing special. But if you move on to some of these other ones, there's going to be a little bit more of a penalty potentially. Usually, body temp for ice, energy for snow generally is what you want to keep in mind. All right. If we click this, where is the path that it thinks we should take? Okay. It thinks we should go that way. This is the quickest path up the mountain. That's what that is. That is the quickest path up the mountain. So... I'm going to go here. I know we're risking an event, a negative event, by traveling onto that one. So we're going to go here and then go for this. We need to climb the mountain at some point. Gotta climb the mountain sometime, Pam. Alright. So we should get a little bit of sanity back. You sit down at the rock to relax. A pleasant warmth slowly fills your body. You touch the stone with your hand. It's warm. So warm that the ice and snow around it has melted. Why didn't you notice that before? You close your eyes and you regain Sanity or warmth? I guess... God, I guess sanity, huh? I don't know. I have the way to get the sanity back, but it's not... I don't get that much back. Again, let's click up there. It still wants us to go this way as far as that goes. It's a little risky, but I'm willing to take it. We've got a tent. There's a cave right there. We can always sleep in there without too much of a concern, too much of a worry. This is the risky bit. Okay, we passed through the risky bit. Oh, look at that. There's a little social thing there. Northern Lights, what a sight. We regained sanity, but we weren't missing any to begin with. But we also get a bunch of XP. I ain't going to be mad at that. Like, we're trying to risk a lot of it right now. Oh, boy. A storm. Storm occurred. Herbalist. On a vegetated rocky plateau, you spot a hunched old woman searching among the craggy rocks for edible plants and berries. When she notices you, she smiles and holds out some herbs. I can't afford to spend the energy right now. We might not make it to the cave. After stowing the herbs in your pack, you turn to thank the woman, but she's already walked away and is going about her arduous work again. Okay, well, I gotta level up. Okay, also sanity. Okay, well, now we do have a way to recover sanity. Let me hit with the level up here. Fast movement. Reduced time cost. 25% reduced time costs. I'm about to go sleep, so a time-limited thing is kind of sketchy. Whenever you wake up, gain 4 energy, gain 4 body temp, gain 4 oxygen. I mean, that's pretty good. Increase, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, God, I can't see a darn thing. I also, like, there's some mechanical restraints that I think are very much on purpose. Like, you see, I can't really see the summit now. So, traversing up there is pretty tough. Like, I can never zoom out further than this. Like, all of that I do believe is incredibly, incredibly intentional. Okay, hit me with this, hit me with it. I don't want to use up any supplies right before we're going to go for this. The weather can change every morning. You can see the current weather in the forecast for the next day in the lower left of the screen. There are 3 types of weather. Normal weather, nothing happens. Cold weather, negative effect on body temp, especially at night. Equip warm clothing. If you got it, I don't. Stormy weather has a negative impact on your energy and time cost, and reduces your visual range. All right, but alas. Did we stop moving? Oh, we stopped moving because of the tutorial thing. Okay, we really gotta rest long. Hopefully there's not like a big penalty here. At your cave, after just a few steps, you feel an icy wind on your face. It seems to be coming from inside the cave. I want to explore, but I don't know if that's going to make it so we don't have the chance to rest. Do we sleep through the... I guess we sleep through the whole dang day, man. Just sleep through the day. Alright, it's nightfall. Alright, where is the summit from here? I think it's up. Is that's the summit. Okay, so it's so dark, but again, it's nighttime. It is an intentional thing. It's just, oh boy. All right, we'll go up here. Go 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 go. A jingling fills the air around you, harmonious and melody, followed by the sound of falling rain. You follow the sound to discover tubes of metal and wood tied together, and in a bare treetop, dancing and striking each other in the wind. You watch the wind chimes and lose yourself in the fleeting melodies. You regain? Aw, Jack Squat. Terrible event for us. Okay, so I see a cave over there. If I were to click... Oh, we're actually close enough to where we can see the top. Okay, where's the... Is there another cave, like, off in the distance? I can't really tell. I definitely see that one there. Tell you what, let's move over here. Maybe as we get a little bit closer, we'll actually see something. Alright, we're about to lose mindfulness. Just take it easy right now. Just one step ahead of you. Gotcha. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. There's the cave, but there's so many potential events right here. I think we go for it. I think we go for it. Can we get to that easily? We can. We'll loop up around. You stumble over the corpse of a deer with no signs of decay. The animal died only recently. The remains of chewed herbs cling to its snout, its last meal. Probably still undigested. You could cut open the animal's stomach, get the herbs. Corpse is still warm, and you place your knife against his underbelly. Oh, on long, fine cut. Oh, boy, gosh, the fluid pushes over your hands. You grow dizzy, and you start to feel nauseous. I keep going. Pungent smell fills your nostril. You reach into the incision, grasp the intensity, you pull out until you feel the substance take a little heaving your feet. Your nausea threatens to overwhelm you. I'm going to do... Last try. You did it. You've indeed found some undigested herbs in the deer's... Oh, Lord. Yeah, I had to. I didn't... Like, stat-wise, it makes... Oh, my God. What the hell? What is this path? Oh, there's no rock right there. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's chart out a visual representation here for a sec. There's no way up there? Oh, no. This just... Okay, well, maybe it's fine that we just go down here, then. We can go there, and we go there. How does our energy look? It looks fine. All right, send it. Oh, mama. While staring at the starry sky, you notice there a shooting star. You make a wish for energy, please, oh God. Which brings me to the question, can I possibly, perchance, do this? I can. But again, we're getting kind of closer to the summit here. Not as big of a concern. You came across the ruined foundations of a former dwelling. Herbs are growing in recess here. In a recess, just as you're about to gather them, protruding stone catches your eye. It looks like it could be moved. Some kind of switch, perhaps. I don't really need more... Fine, let's flip the switch. We're right by a cave. We're right by a cave. You push the switch, but it jams. You press it harder until the beads of sweat form in your forehead. There's a click and a clack. A secret compartment opens up in the floor. Your heart leaps with joy. Inside, there's some valuable equipment. Minus health loss in events. Let's go! And we got a level up. Can't stop now. It is a 16-hour thing. I can't do that right now. A penalty to our sanity while resting for 16 hours, but bonus sanity while moving. I can't. I'm going to be sleeping. We could level up this so we get even more energy, body temp, and oxygen when waking up. Sounds good. Bonus body temp plus 3.5 body temp per hour while sleeping. Only active during outside sleep? Oh, sleeping without a tent. I'm gonna say no. That's pretty niche. Oh God, where the hell is that cave? There. Okay. As long as this does not destroy our energy, we can do this. You discover an intact tent. Nobody's in sight, but the embers in the fire pit are glowing. The camp is obviously being used by someone. It could contain some valuable items. I'm gonna do it. Unusual symbol catches your eye. You plunder it and find some valuable equipment. Minus energy cost on stone. So now we actually have like a reason to try and chart out a very specific path through stone. Oh! You approach a canyon and notice that a rope has been stretched across it. Who could have done that, and could you risk using it? I'm fine with taking the heat penalty because if the rope snapped, you never would have survived the fall. You decide to find another way. I'm fine with taking that penalty. Oh my God, we can see. I can see. I can fight! Yeah, there's no way to... get to the cave without having a penalty. Here, one moment here. Just want to... Alright. Oh my. We're getting pretty close. Like I said, at a certain point, we're going to have to start caring about oxygen as well. And that goes down real fast. Enter a vast cave. Several passages lead deep into the mountain. You listen. You hear the metallic clanging coming from one of the passages, as if someone is banging a hammer against a heat pipe. Fine. You walk a few steps down the passageway. The clanging gets louder. It's so dark and hard to say how far away the noise is coming from. We don't have a torch. We don't have a flashlight. Oh, keep going. Keep going on one wall. You make your way forward carefully. The clanging sound muffled as regular as if it were coming from a broken machine of sorts. You walk further and further into the cave. Suddenly the noise stops. You wait just a moment, but nothing. Can the endless... but nothing. Just endless darkness and bitter cold. What were you thinking? You turn around and stumble back to the passageway. After a while, you stop still. Have you lost your way? The cold seeps into your bones. You keep going. Suddenly, your knee hits something hard. Feeling around with your hands, you make it out to be a metal chest, and you open it. Quickly add the contents to your pack. Oh, gosh. Okay. Limping, continue to search around the cave entrance. It feels like an eternity, but you finally spy some light. You made it out. You fall to the ground relieved. I got a tent, but it looks like I got an injury as well. Injured leg, plus 30% energy cost on all terrain for 16 hours. I am absolutely going to sleep for 10 hours. I'll sleep it off, sleep it off, sleep it off, sleep it off. It's all the way down to 6. It's not too bad. Not too bad. 6 hours of 30% extra energy penalty, but we got an entire extra tent. So that is not too shabby if you ask me. All right, if I were to click the top, what's the fastest path up right now? Okay, through the danger. Understood. I could more or less beeline it. Yeah, if we go up there, we have to come back down. Oh, yeah. Not seeing a lot of great other events up here, though. Oh boy, I think we just have to start moving. But the 6 hours of injured leg has me thinking that maybe we do check a couple events and kind of like cross our fingers that some of it's going to be like spend time for a good reward. Oh, you suddenly hear a loud bark behind you. Spin around to see a Saint Bernard bounding towards you, panting, its tongue lolling. As it obediently sits at your feet, you notice a harness on its back. There's a bag strapped to it. The dog patiently waits as you search the bag. You find provisions inside. Oh my god! Okay, alright. We're quite limited in our space here now. We're gonna have to just, like, use something. Oh, don't go there. Oh, that's not a tile. Okay. I'll tell you what. I don't know if I know what this handshake event thing is. I don't know if I've seen it. So we'll do that. Low building catches your attention. It's well integrated into the landscape, so you almost didn't notice it. The architecture is modern and simple. Did the mysterious occupiers leave it behind? As you approach the entrance, you hear a snarl coming from inside. Snarl. I'll look around but stay outside. If you find a burrowed window in which you see a rectangular room of surprising proportions, the structure must have been built in the mountain itself. But why go to so much effort? As you contemplate this, you hear another snarl. You quickly gather the herbs growing under the window and quietly leave. I'll tell you what, I will straight up, I will use that. At one of these days, I'll, whatever. Okay, our injured leg is about to be fixed. Lying on the ground are two dead mountaineers. It looks like they haven't been there long. You recognize the symbol on their clothing. It's the same as the one on the tent you plundered. Feels bad, man. Well, at least they didn't need the resources. Or maybe they really needed the resources. Significantly increased experience gain for 48 hours. Minus 10% energy cost when your sanity is above 60. That's actually quite good. Here's the thing. Will this get us an extra level? Like, this needs to give us 2 levels worth of experience. Or more than a level's worth of experience in the next 48 hours. Could that work? Could it do that? Yeah, probably. But it's also, I don't know. I'm happy to take this because our sanity is likely going to be high. As you step through a rock arch. A giant of a man in a torn anorak suddenly blocks your way. He points at your backpack with a scowl. Is he going to rob you? As if he has read your mind, the stranger starts to rummage around in his own backpack. You're relieved. He only wants to trade. The towering man indicates he would like to have a tent, and that you should take one of his possessions in return. You take. Oh. Some fur gloves sound kind of nice. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. And that frees up some inventory space. I mean, tents are amazing, but I don't know if... I'm going to regret that later. But I don't regret it right now, because it's not later. Alright, so now it actually says that this is going to be the quicker path. Let's go up here. And I'll probably put on... Do we still have a... Whoop. Do we still have one of those fast climber thingers? Yeah, we do. It helps a bit. Alright, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. So it's cold weather, so that's why we are so cold right now, because we have the fur gloves, so on a normal day, we're going to be gaining heat pretty fast. So there's a cave right there. We'd have to go down and around and up, though. First of all, I do think it's worth it to hit this event. Second of all, it's probably worth it to hit that cave. See what I was saying? Yeah, we're gaining heat now. You come across the remnants of a wall. A weathered stone wolf's head stares at you with lifeless eyes. There's so many new events. It's crazy. I've not, like, literally every single event I've seen, I have not seen prior. It's crazy. You came across that remnants of the wall. Wolf's head stares at you with lifeless eyes. Stay and examine the relic. We're right by a cave. I'll do it. You're astounded by the delicate craftsmanship. How old must this wolf's head be? One thing is clear. People once lived here and erected the impressive structures, but what kind of civilization was it? And why have you never heard of them? As you ruminate the many unanswered questions, your eyes wander to a small chest. You find provisions inside. Sure. Even more sanity, why not? Alright, we gotta hit this then. We're risking a little bit of a dangerous thing there, and we didn't, I guess, entirely need to. I'm lying down, I'm sleeping, baby. Alright. Slow and steady. Oh, it's... Like, that's just such a satisfying thing. Like, keep it on looking up and seeing that the summit is just, like, inching ever so close. There's something so exciting about it. Local man sitting against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle. Okay, well, now we have seen one again. I'll tell you what. I'm risking it this time. I want to know. You look at the stranger, keeps grabbing his shoulder. You are sure that he has dislocated it. You gesture him to hold out his hand to you. You pull it and jerk. He screams. Then there's a silence. A few seconds later, he's beaming at you. Seems to have done the trick. He hands you a gift. Oh, in thanks, he gave me a flashlight. Oh my god. And the oxygen. But it is at the cost of an extreme amount of energy. Is there another cave? There's a cave there that technically we could get to. I think let's move here. Let's pop that last one. I think it's worth it right now just to kind of try and ensure that we do make it. Oh god. A desert of snow and ice stretches before you, radiantly bright as you are staring into the sun. You screw your eyes up to see better. They feel irritated and are starting to ache. You wipe your face with your hands. Tears are running down your cheeks. So we can't push on. It's not that really not that big of a deal. You drop down to the snow, close your eyes. Your feeling of having something in your eyes driving you crazy. You wait a while, but it doesn't change. You start rubbing again, harder and harder, until you notice a sticky secretion at your fingertips, frozen to the bone. You set off again with an uneasy feeling. Oh, boy. Well, that ain't great. By the way, you do not die the second this hits 0. To make that clear, if anybody's like, why is he pushing it so close? You do not die the moment you hit 0. You start running into events like this. You die when your health reaches 0, and when that reaches 0, the energy reaches 0, you will find a lot of more events, like a lot more events like that. So while it does look like I'm pushing it, and I am to an extent, it's because I know that we're not going to die here. This part of the mountain is for gathering supplies. When we reach, let's see. Yeah, when we reach the death zone, that's when things are going to get really spicy. That's at 6,000 meters. We're at 5,400. All right, what are we? If we click there right now, yeah, it's still suggesting we go up that way. It's looking mighty spicy. We're going to probably run into a negative event or so by doing this, but I think we got to risk it. Yes, it's going to take a lot of energy, but it's something we have to do. It's another cold weather day. Yeah, well, climbing next to a flat crevasse, you lose your footing and start sliding down. After a few feet, you manage to catch yourself. Oh, boy. I'm going to spend the energy. I have a tent should I need it. In fact, I have 3 charges of a tent should I need it. And maybe we should probably do it right now. Lest some kind of penalty happen and we do not have the ability to spend energy when we need to. We should probably spend our first tent now. However, not only do we need to climb the mountain, we do need to theoretically descend. I don't know if you have to on your first playthrough, but on maybe if I remember correctly, you do, but you definitely do on every future one. You reach a small plateau with monoliths arranged in a circle, the remnants of an ancient culture. A figure in a long cloak is crouching on the ground, muttering something unintelligible. Then they rise and knock over the stone pillars one by one. I watch. There's something strange about the figure, and you're filled with fear. Nevertheless, you're unable to take your eyes off them. Eventually, they notice you and give you an angry look. You want to say something, but you can't get your words out. Then they hurry away, leaving you bewildered. The hell? Oh, it's not looking so unattainable. No, sir, no, sir. All right, we're going to risk a couple of dangerous events. Of course, immediately. Path ahead tapers into a narrow passage lined with columns of brittle ice. One of the ice towers has collapsed and is blocking your way. You check the amount of ice. It would consume you a lot of your strength as you make your way through it, but it should be possible. Take 3 hours or break through the ice. I'll just take 3 hours. I don't really feel like I don't feel like I need to mess with that right now. This seems like this will actually use less energy. Slightly more time. The air is getting thin. Your breath is heavy. You enter the death zone. You pause for a moment to prepare for the difficult path to the summit. 35% decreased energy cost for 8 hours. Ooh. +1 oxygen per hour when moving. I'm going fast. Gotta go fast, baby. All right. I forgot that we get our choice of how we want to ascend in the death zone. Yeah, we can like almost make it to the top there. I'm pushing it a bit here. I'm going to push it a bit. Dangerous amount of energy usage. We could stop at the cave, but I got 5 hours of climbing. I can't really risk anything. I will say I'm going to stop on this and readjust my path to do this because it is less stupid. It'll use significantly less energy to go up the slope, 2 slopes like that. Discover bird's nest that's extremely unusual at this altitude. You find a vacuum flask filled with tea in the nest. Oh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll probably end up using some canned food. Oh my god, there it is. There she blows. Okay. If we find the right little footholds and everything, I think that we'll be alright to get up there. Okay, nighttime. Does want us to go this way for the fastest route. Okay. I'll go there. It's not that big of a penalty. And again, we can always just have a little can of beans, you know? You hear a couple of loose stones rolling down the mountain. One of them hits you in the torso. Ooh! It's not that big of a deal. I got an achievement called Wish I Had a Helmet. Eh? Oh, wait. Oh, wow. That actually, that makes a big difference. So that did 0.9 damage. That blocked 0.75 of the original. So that's pretty good. All right, what do we have for oxygen? We're more than fine. So we're about to lose... Yeah, we've lost summit fever. We can rest or we could eat a can of beans. I think we eat a can of beans because we do have... Oh my god, you see that? Okay. Push it. I will probably pause it right here and then readjust that, though. Oh my god, let's go. Here we are. Here we are. Moving through the rough, stony terrain, you step on a treacherous piece of rock, twisting your ankle. No! Why? We're gonna make it to the top. I don't know if we need to make it down on the first mountain. Your heart feels light and full of joy as you stand on the summit, the hardship of the climb already forgotten. You savor the moment. It's yours and yours alone. What an adventure, what a view. Off in the distance, you see more of the mountains, higher than even the one you are standing on. And what's that? Something stands atop one of them, long and thin. From this distance, it looks like an antenna. That can't be right. Or can it? I'm going to take a closer look. You aren't done exploring yet. But first, you have to get out of the death zone and find a safe place to take a break. Oh. Okay, so we have to get down there now. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, that's where we came from. So it's not as bad. We don't have to get all the way down. Reduce energy cost when moving and climbing for 24 hours. I have 15 hours of destroyed ankle. I'm not worried about my oxygen right now. We have all of the oxygen tanks. All right, fine. That'll offset our broken ankle a little bit. Oh boy. Yeah, that seems good. We'll climb down here to that cave. Take a big old snooze. So I think we're climbing down the other side of the mountain, right? And it's like blocked off in the middle. It's got to be. You enter the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. There's a wide, deep vault in the earth in front of you, stretching from one wall to the other. I can't right now. I can't. We're going to lose 8 oxygen. Again, I have 2 oxygen tanks. Other mountains have, more terrifying penalties, everything like that. So it will be more dangerous on them. You know what? Just start going and then I'll stop. I'll stop when it seems like we want to adjust our pathing a little bit. What's this? I'll adjust for that. All right. And then we'll either rest. We're not in the death zone yet, but again, we have so many dang oxygen tanks. I'm not too worried. Okay. Well, it's the same thing we had before, but we don't have the energy to risk it here. God, we have so much oxygen. Oh my God. Fine. Like, if I don't have to worry, I will just sleep a long time. If I don't have to worry about my oxygen even a little. In fact, we could have maybe even just not used the tent. Plus 35. We're still not even missing enough. Oh! Not even missing enough for it to be worth it. We're blocked in here. Okay, it wants us to go down around there. If we go here, can we... We can. We could do something like... Bwep. 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 If we're doing that, we might as well hit this event, though. So we'll stop it. There. Go. Might as well. Descend into a cave and breathe deeply. The air down here is warmer, moister, and richer in oxygen. You almost feel as if it's befuddling you. Your limbs grow heavy and your mind remains alert. You relax and regain my energy. Yes, please. That worked well. Okay. Tiny little risk it moment. I'm going to pass up on this. We're so close. So close at this point. Smooth, sparkling stone catches your eye. Its surface is covered in delicate, complex patterns of ice crystals that remind you of saplings, ferns, and blossoms. A beautiful sight. I'll examine. You stare at the patterns of frost transfixed. They might just be collections of water molecules, but they symbolize the beauty and diversity of life. The longer you gaze at them, the stronger you feel. Keep looking at them. Keep looking at them until I'm a god. Go. More. Oh, okay. Got a storm. That's this is an energy penalty, despite it looking kind of like a blizzard. You encounter a slope filled with rubble. Even your very first step sets off a mini landslide, with stones rolling out from under your feet down the mountainslide. I will happily not risk an injury right now. Like, I don't really care if I take a penalty to HP or something right now. It's not that big of a deal. But if I were to take like an energy penalty by like breaking an ankle or something, that would suck. You hear a loud bark behind you. Hey, it's the St. Bernard. He's back. Oh my man! What a freaking legend! Okay, there's another cave right here. Is this... There's no way this is outside of the death zone, though. I don't know if it particularly matters. I'll sleep for a brief amount here. Oh, we get oxygen back. Oh, we are outside of it. We're outside of the death zone. It's perfectly outside of the death zone. So that should mean that this should be a relatively quick and painless scooch to the exit here. Well... We can afford to go slow. We can afford to go slow. I am not too concerned. None too concerned about that. Let's get to the exit. And claim our victory. Alright. To camp! A steep cliff rises in front of you. Can you find a place to rest here? A narrow canyon runs down the middle of a crag and turns off to the side. Your heart starts racing. A steel door is blocking your way. You approach the door intending to examine it. Suddenly you hear grinding and squeaking. Shocked, you take a step back. As the door slowly opens. Glaring light pours out and you hear a shrill sound of a siren. As if in a trance, you walk towards the light, carefully placing one foot in front of the other. The world begins to swirl around you faster, faster. You feel dizzy. The siren is higher now, louder. You stumble, try and grab onto something, anything, but there's nothing there. You fall forever. Rip. The beginning! Character proficiencies, event proficiency, terrain proficiency. Oh my, whoa, look at all the, okay, this is all completely new too. Okay, okay. So our character is actually like, we're gaining legit proficiency. Upgrade points for the adventurer, the scientist, and a reset point. Okay, this is one of the big new things, I do believe. Yep. Your eyes snap open. Where are you? What happened? You try and remember. There was a gate that you walked through. Confused? Don't worry. That's normal. If you're fully conscious when you go through the time loop. What? It must have something to do with the radiation. The time loop radiation? What is this person talking about? Who is she? Could you be hallucinating? You spot the glowing green amulet lying on the table in front of you. You're sure you've seen that stone before. Suddenly it all comes flooding back. The silent young woman who rescued you when you nearly fell into a fissure. Why didn't she tell you all this earlier? Would you believe me? Not at all, right? I needed you to come with me. It was important for you to see with your own eyes and to actually experience it for yourself. I know how insane this all seems, so first things first. We're in a time loop and we're stuck here on this island. We need to go back. But I have an idea of how we might be able to escape. I just need to perform some calculations first. I've already thought of a way you can help. As soon as you feel recovered, you should go out and try and find some information for me. Getting out there will also help you improve your skills and become more experienced. So take my amulet. Not only is it your only hope of reversing the time loop, it'll transport you back to the station when time gets reset. The first thing to do is explore the area and familiarize yourself with the stone's power. I know I'm asking quite a lot, but there's no other way. You'll have to trust me. Oh, this is like completely new. Adventure, scientist, journalist. We have 200 points for the adventurer. Oh, look at this. So we can unlock different skills for playing as this character. More experience gain in events. Wait. Night Owl? Just 100%. You get more... 100% more experience at nights. That's so my jam. That's not even funny. That's so my jam. Oh, but also... It's suboptimal as far as spending our points, but alas, what can you do? Then we have inventory. Oh! You can equip or pack it for 30 capacity. You have 50 current capacity. Oh! Okay, so you can do this now. So you can be like, you know what? I typically have an issue, always have an issue with this, with that, with this. Ignores dangerous terrain for a limited time for 6 hours. Wow. Okay. Very cool. I mean, I guess I'll... Oh, man. I'll do that. The mission's proficiencies. Oh, my God. Unlock starting items... Unlocked items, or so that they show up at all, or that they can show up at the start. That's really cool. I do like that. This character's been unlocked and can be selected. You can unlock them in a side mission. That's right. They've also added side missions. Oh, look at this. Mountain 1, the beginning. Side mission, scale the summit, then reach the goal. This mission is unlocked. You have not played it yet. Oh my, look at all these unlocked missions. Scale the summit, then reach the goal. This is, it looks like maybe an adventurer-specific mission? A scientist in need. Find the scientist and take him to the station. That's got to be an unlocked character. Find 3 temporal anomalies. Wow. Search for the clues that will lead you to the journalist. That's the other character. There's the scientist. Okay. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, this is completely different. Very, very neat. Team upgrades. Terrain knowledge. So we can get, we can upgrade environmental knowledge. Wow, okay. Yeah, this has been changed quite a bit. This is very, very, very cool. I love these changes here. All of the new, like, massively big amount of new events, which I gotta say is a really big deal, because that was my biggest thing when I played last time, is there was not like a ton of different events. There was not a lot of random variation between things. It seems like that could potentially be changed here, and like the amount of different ways you could potentially play by building out specific characters is very, very cool as well. Being able to build out all of this from the start, I think, is very neat. But alas, that is that. That's going to do it here for today for Insurmountable. My name is Retromation, covering the games every Sunday with an extra specialty in roguelikes. If you guys want to see more Insurmountable, checking out all these missions here, do let me know in the comment section down below. I would really love to play more, but it's only if you guys are excited about it and are, you know, support this video appropriately enough for me to understand that that's what you want as well. So let me know. Insurmountable, do you want it to come back? Do you want me to do another mini series on it or something? Let me know. Comment section down below. I do adore this game, regardless of if I play more of this. Do know that I love this game and I recommend it with all my heart. It is currently 50% off. Wow, look at that. It's 50% off. Now is definitely the time to get it. Oh my god. It is $12.49, 50% off right now. Normally the price is kind of, you know, it's a little steep in a way, but 50% off. Boy, howdy, could I not recommend it more for 50% off. Go right now. Holy, what a deal. But alas, thank you for watching. Check out the channel, roll these more every single day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.